Okay, so let's start with an example with some large regular expression, and we will try to solve, try to design a DFA from this. So for example, suppose the regular expression R is say A plus B whole star, then we have AA plus BB, and then A plus B whole star again. Now you see, this particular regular expression can be said, let's break it first, as say P star, then Q, then maybe S, where P represents A plus B whole star, Q represents AA plus BB, and S represents A plus B whole star again. So at least from assuming P, Q and S with respect to this regular expression, I can say that I can draw a simple finite automata with, somehow if I have a P, I mean P star actually, not P, and then if if I get a P star, some P star, I will correct it later. I will reach to say Q1, Q2, and from Q2 I have to get a Q so that I can reach to Q3. And from Q3 I have to get a S so that I can reach to final state QF, something like this. So what actually you have to do now, we have to break down this P, Q and S. Since Q represent AA plus BB, you see, in place of Q, if you write AA plus BB, you can also write that Q equal to Q basically Q1 plus Q2, where Q1 and Q2 are two separate regular expressions representing AA and BB individually. And since we have a plus, based on this plus rule, I can have multiple path over here. So that means I can break down this particular, I mean, design something like as Q1 is here, some P star will be there that we will deal about later, and then maybe we will reach to Q2, that still it is okay. Now since we have a multiple option to reach from Q2 to Q3 either by AA or by BB, either by using Q1 or Q2, that means instead of writing Q1 Q2, let's write AA BB directly. Okay, so I will have a Q3, fine, but now I will have two different paths to reach from Q1 Q2 to Q3, either A by AA, A dot A, or by B dot B. And then, I'm sorry, it has to be S star. Maybe, okay, let's write P, Q and S, not star. Okay, so it represents P. That's all. We don't need to star over here. Fine. So for S, finally I will reach to some final state. Now see, if you want to solve this part P and S, what you can do? What is P? P means A plus B whole star. So in case of A plus B whole star, I mean A star situation, what we have seen? We have seen a situation something like this. Something like this. I can keep a lambda move over here. So that means let's rewrite the DFA. I mean redraw the DFA actually. So we have a regular expression Q1 here. Fine. And from Q1 to using lambda, I can say reach to Q3, a new state I'm generating. And from Q3 by lambda, I will reach to another new state I should reach. But what is that state? That state should be Q2. Q2. And in this Q3, as we have seen in case of A plus B star, like this, in case of Q3, we have to put a self loop where A or B, any option is possible. But this part is only up to Q1 to Q2 is completed. This part is left. So let's draw it. But what I can do, you see, since AA is there, it means that from Q2 to Q3, either it has to follow 2A or 2B. But you cannot draw in this way DFA. DFA can, this A is not a symbol. Only A is a symbol. A is going to be a string. That means I have to break it. I have to break this path with respect to this particular idea. That if R is A dot B, then the corresponding NFA should be Q1 to A Q. I mean on A Q1 to Q2, on B from Q2 to QF, something like this. Similarly, since this Q2 to Q3 I have a AA, it means I can break the path into two part, say Q2 to Q4, where the first A will be seen, and then Q4 to Q3, where the second A will be seen. And you see, I have a similar situation in the other part, other side of from Q2 to Q3. So again, this path has to be breakdown also into two part. So I can say that for B, say I will reach to Q5, and from Q5 I can reach to Q3 because of the second B. Any path is possible. But if you take this path, you have to follow with 2A. If you take this path, you have to follow with 2B, and that is required. Now if you take Q3 to QF, this part, S part, this S is again A plus B star. So basically I think now you can realize what actually I should write. I should write lambda. Without consuming any symbol, you should reach to some state, say for example Q6. And also from Q6 without consuming any symbol, you can reach to the final state. Because it is A plus B star, and it can be null also. That's why, that means if you are in Q3 without consuming anything, you can reach to QF, and that is required. But you see, I must have a self loop over here for two options, either A or B. Anything possible, any combination is possible. So basically, in this particular step, we have broken down the whole thing, whole expression into smallest components. Now it's time to merge. What particular part we can merge? We can merge this particular part because we have a lambda over here. We can see that without consuming any symbol, if I can go from q1 to q3, then why I will keep q1 and q3 same, I mean different state. A similar situation is q3 to q2 also. If I have a situation where without consuming anything I can reach from q3 to q2, then why I will keep this q3 to q2 different state. That means I can basically merge these three states as a single state. And if I merge them, obviously that state, say for example, the after merging the state name become q2. Okay, maybe this q2 is going to be the initial state because I have merged it. After merging, the nature of the new state should be combination of the characteristics of all the states. Since the three states that I am merging, one of them is final state, initial state. So that's why ultimately the merged state will be initial state, where from this Q3 state the nature will come that we will have a self loop for A and B, and from this Q2 state the nature will come something like, what nature will come? The nature of connecting the other part of the DFA with this Q2. That means from this state I can go either this side or I can go this side. If I go this side for A, obviously I will get Q4, and in this side if I will get Q5, that already specified, and then if I get A, I will get Q3, and if I get B in this side, I will get Q3 again. And now you see this particular state is again, I can see the same situation we have seen over here. Without consuming anything I can reach to Q6, then without consuming anything I can reach to final state. So reaching to Q3 is almost same, not actually almost same, is actually in some situation reaching to Q3 is same as reaching to final state. That means, I mean let's write the name correctly, I mean clearly. So that means this Q3 in some situation can be a intermediate state or can be a final state also. So there is a possibility that Q3 is basically going to be the final state, because basically without consuming any symbol we can reach to final state. That means reaching to Q3 and reaching to final state is same. So that means this Q3 can act as final state also. As I told you that I can merge these three parts. Since I am merging, I have to collect the characteristics of all the states and then merge them. And one of them is final state, so that means the new state will be final state. One of them has a self loop, so naturally we will have a self loop. And one of them is connected with previous Q4 and Q5, and that I have done. And you can see that basically this particular DFA cannot be minimized more with deleting the other states or merging some states. So this is going to be the result generated from the regular expression. So if a regular expression given something like this, with following these steps and keeping the previous basic examples in mind, we can easily convert, we can easily actually find what should be the DFA look like that can accept the language generated from the regular expression. Let's take an example over here. You see, it's a plus b whole star. That means any combination of a and b is possible. In the other side also a plus b whole star. That means any combination is possible. And this side say that either it will be a or bb. So that means keeping this part constant in mind, these two part can vary, right? So that means an example, if I take, what are the possible strings can be there in the language generated by this regular expression. I can say that I can keep this a in one side, I mean in the middle, and then in this side I can have any combination of a and b. I can have any combination of a and b. That's all. Also, it is possible that keeping this bb in the middle, I can have any combination of a and b, and I can have any combination of a and b, and these two will get accepted. I mean, it's not two string. It's actually I'm just uh, categorizing the type of string into two part. In one part a in the middle and another part bb in the middle. And what is the left hand side, right hand side, I don't have any control because it can be any combination. And you see, that's why if you any string, if you take, say for example in the middle say a and in the this side I have b a, okay, this is a plus b whole star possible, and I have an a, and in this side suppose I have b, something like this, something like this. So you see what will happen. You are in initial state q2, so whatever b or a you find doesn't matter, you will remain in this state. And then you can go from q2 to q4 because of this a. And because of the next a, you can go from q4 to q3, and then whatever combination a and b come doesn't matter, it will remain in q3 and ultimately it will get accepted. But remember one thing, that this is the NFA that we have got. It's not a DFA. The reason is that you can easily see that from Q2 for A, I have two options. I can remain in Q2 or I can go to Q4. So that means this is not a DFA. But since I have already got the NFA, I can easily convert it to the corresponding DFA by following the rules of conversion from NFA to DFA. And that conversion technique I have already defined, discussed in my previous class. It's already stored in, it's already there in the previous lecture videos. So if you can convert, if you know how to convert from NFA to DFA, and if you know how to convert from regular expression to NFA, you can easily convert from regular expression to a DFA. So I will not continue with this example because only thing that is left, that is conversion from NFA to DFA, which I have already described in my previous video. You can check it in the previous videos part. And if you are able to do this, you will be able to find out the DFA that can accept the language generated by the regular expression, this one.